Thank you, Claire. Sunday marks the 64th anniversary of High Point's historic Woolworth sit-in, where 26 brave high school students sat at a segregated diner in a peaceful protest for civil rights. WFMY News 2's Giselle Thomas spoke one-on-one with an organizer who was only a teenager at the time.
This is Mary Lou Andrews Blakeney. She started working as a civil rights leader at the age of 15. She helped organize their first ever Woolworth sit-in by high school students February 11th, 1960. She says the group was inspired after 4 North Carolina A&T students sat at a Woolworth's in Greensboro just 10 days before. On February 11th, 1960, 26 high school students from William Penn marched to Woolworth's in High Point.
I had a dream too. And that was that everybody should be treated fairly.
At 15 years old, Mary Lou Blakeney wanted to sit down at a restaurant and do her homework like everyone else, but she couldn't because of the color of her skin.
We went to the counter and took all the empty seats we could find and sat down. And a waitress said, "You can't sit there." "Why?" "It says, I think it's a seat, right?" "Yeah, but you can't sit there." "Oh." Turned and started talking to my classmate.
Blakeney, among 26 students, stayed at the restaurant counter. She relied on faith as her and her peers were surrounded by cops.
They were looking at us and scratching their heads too. And I thought, "Lord, take the wheel, please." I said, because you know, we just want equal treatment. We want to be treated like human beings and with all of the positivity that goes along with it for everybody else that gets it.
Woolworths closed early that day and no one was arrested. It sparked peaceful protests for integration that continued nationwide. Now at 78 years old, Blakeney says the results of her bravery years later brings her to tears.
I cried when I could go sit down at one of the 5 and dimes that I couldn't before. It was just a wonderful time to be alive, let me tell you. Being a part of this. That's one of the proudest things I've ever done.
Sunday, the February 11th Association is hosting a prayer vigil to remember the historic day. You can find those details on our website at WFMYnews2.com.